That part.
Hey everybody, how are y'all?
Hey y'all.
We are live a couple seconds early, so that we can go ahead and share out the live feed to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Want to start this day by saying happy birthday to. Uh-oh.
Our big sister.
Yes, definitely. So we can say happy birthday to Beatrice. Happy birthday, Beatrice.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Um, yeah, we are join us. Yeah, we're sharing out real quick.
Yeah.
For a quick chat on being authentic.
Yes.
Um,
Because tomorrow
tomorrow.
we're not gonna sing my remix to that song.
No.
I'm just saying.
No. They are not ready. They not ready. They not ready. They're not
Yeah, I had a
ready
whole remix for that song.
for ya. Yeah, baby. They are not ready for that one.
Just saying. It was a rough day that day.
Yeah, it was.
It was. That's how the song came about.
Yeah.
So you ready for this conversation over the next couple of days?
How was your week? Since we're talking about being authentic, how was your week?
Yeah, shit. My week was rough as hell. What's so funny is I can say that it was rough as hell, but considering the last two jobs that I've had, this is still a walk in the park. Y'all don't understand. I've had too many strokes from the last job I had. And I think the first one was a carryover from the previous job. I'm just gonna be real honest with y'all. Um, but it's just been some real interesting developments. People have left, and some people have walked out, and we're all scrambling and going, "Oh, they did this, and they did that, and well, who's gonna do this and that?" And yeah, so it's a small. It was a little mom and pop company that over the past like 18 months has truly expanded. It is now a multi-million dollar conglomerate because they pulled in like seven different companies up under one umbrella. Um, so it is not just like the little small mom and pop shop anymore, but they still have it kind of run like it is in a lot of ways. And so like this one person handles this and this one person handles that. There's no cross training. There's no. So when this one person left, a void was created. And
I
then this one person
understand.
over here left, and they kind of backed up the other person, but now both of them are gone. It's just like,
There's a hole in the wall.
we don't keep it moving because I can't do nothing about the hole in the wall because I don't know how to do that stuff.
That's
That
the part.
anger, try to figure it out.
I understand that.
I've been doing this a long time, but I'm not getting ready. We're not going. Look, you see me.
I got you on that. I got you on
How
that.
was your week?
My week has. Woo! My week has been very interesting.
Really?
Really. Really.
Y'all don't even understand.
Since we're talking authenticity,
Yeah.
well, hell, I might as well just address it. Some of you probably saw the post that was where I acknowledged the fact that, me and my brother had survived a young lady, his marriage to a young lady that I call the spawn of Satan. And so somebody tried to come on the post and tried to try me. The timing was actually pretty good because I was very busy at the time, so I didn't really have the actual time to put in.
Oh, but she had time.
But I had time.
She didn't have the actual time, but it was one of those, oh, I got time today, baby.
So
kind of moments.
Right. So what I did was I just kind of did a quick response and they responded and and tried to be a little disrespectful, and
which you not Gary do because
right.
I generally do not have time to be on Facebook during the day, and if I'm taking a break, I may be forwarding something that I may if I'm on break or if I'm on the phone and I'm just having like sitting on hold or something, I might scroll on get on and scroll and forward or whatever. Just so happened at that particular time, my system was down. Timing. I mean, we talk about timing. We talk about everything in timing. And it just so happened my system was down and I was scrolling. And I was like, who is getting jazzy with my sister? And I showed up, Dee, did you see?
Like, pray. Just pray. Just pray. Because somebody was praying because a lot of what I wanted to say didn't make it online.
It did not. Which was a blessing. Because you didn't need to, you didn't need to go there.
Yeah, but people are stupid. So we just let people be stupid when they're gonna be stupid. But I'm hyped for tomorrow night.
So tomorrow, as you know, we are two of the founding members of True Black Girl Magic Indiana chapter, and I should probably say Central Indiana chapter, and we're having our sisters over tomorrow. And so we are it is one of those, coming back together, figuring out what we're going to do, for, the next upcoming year. But also just us all coming together to love on each other, to be a part of one another, to share and to fellowship. But also, as we are kicking off and bringing things back into full swing, we are going to have our sisters to help us with this particular conversation. And being authentic.
It's going to be real interesting.
And when I tell you, my sisters,
they are very unfiltered.
Boy.
Very unfiltered.
And very authentic.
And I love the diversity.
Oh my God. Yes.
Because we have everything from beauty queens to hood queens.
Everything in between.
And everything in between.
Every other kind of queen there is.
So
just about.
Yeah, just about. And our life experiences have actually helped us to balance each other when certain things arise in either our lives or the lives of individuals that we know. That's where a network is most powerful because
absolutely
we touch all kinds of people, all types of organizations, all types of businesses and opportunities, and when we really need to the most.
Yeah.
So it's been, and we are opening things up to new members.
We are.
It's never closed, but We are
Sometimes are just a little more advantageous
right.
to bring in new blood and then others.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because not everyone, and we've learned this, you know, we love all sisters, but not all sisters are True Black Girl Magic Indiana chapter,
Central Indiana chapter.
Central
'cause, yeah.
Indiana chapter worthy.
Yeah.
And that is and the reason I say that, it's not that they are less than any of the rest of us, but there's just a certain standard
Mhm.
that we like to maintain.
Mhm.
And this is just D speaking. This is not the organization as a whole. This is D speaking. But there's a certain standard that the professional women that are a part of our chapter hold.
Yeah.
And so while we can get ratchet, we
time for the turkey later.
Yeah. Right. That we know that there's a time and place for all things. And
Absolutely.
so that's why it's so important for all of us to just come together and just let our hair down in our safe space, share, and things of that nature. Because what happens when we come together stays among us.
Yes.
So
yes. I also think that, without actually going into specifics, within our group, we have been a true resource. There have been some natural disasters. There have been some personal disasters. There have been, just a multitude of things that have gone on where we have come together and we have stepped up and we felt the need. Whether it's, it's always charitable because we don't ask for anything in return. And a lot of times, we don't even necessarily like those who helped us to organize the event know that it is True Black Girl Magic, but other people may not know anything about it. And then sometimes it's simply, if we're taking donations in for something, our name is out there to grab the attention. But when we make the donation, when we go forth and we do whatever we need to do, in the name of out in the community, it's not. We don't do it for you to pat us on the back.
Right.
So we don't put the name. Most of the time, stuff that we do, nobody really even knows about. Like we know within our group that this is what we did. We know within our group that this is what we all have decided on. We want to do here. We want to do there. We want to sponsor this. We want to work on that. We know this, but that is not necessarily what we put out into the community.
Right.
That goes back to today's topic of being authentic.
Why are you doing
what you're doing? I mean, if you're doing it for the publicity, I can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you doing it out of the genuineness of who you are? We
tend to move based on
the need.
The need, yeah. The need. And like you said, 99% of the time, no one ever knows. The only people, and we're quick to tell people, look, the only way people will know that we've done XYZ is if you tell them.
Yeah. Yeah, truly, because that is not what we do.
Mm-mm.
That's not what we do.
And it's not our business to tell.
It's not.
And that's just how it works. But I can't wait till tomorrow
to get
the different perspectives on, living a life of authenticity.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that I absolutely love about this particular group of women is because we do come from all walks of life. I mean, several are entrepreneurs. Several are
High ranking in corporate
in corporate America, high ranking. There are those who are very spiritual, and but we are all people who are going to come together to love, to uplift, to empower, to educate.
And you know, the one thing that I love more than anything else is we're always learning from each other.
Always.
You know, there are various, you know, religious backgrounds amongst all of us. And there's yet to be a debate or anything of that nature concerning, you know, the differences in our belief systems. It's like we have those discussions, and having those discussions opens all of our eyes to
something new.
Yeah.
Something
every
new,
single
something
time.
different.
Which is wonderful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, and that comes from us each walking, in our thought, in our authentic selves. Because I know that there were people who, when we first met them, I was like, you know, I don't sit in judgment on people, but I mean, if I'm not comfortable, I'll be like, But then when you truly get to know these people, like if you looked at all of us together, you would probably not be like, that's a group of women I would expect to be there, you know, hanging out together.
It's like most of us sit there and we're just as calm and we're just as cool, but we all have our...
some of them are just as hype, and you'd be like, if you don't sit your little ass down.
But the majority of us, you know, will be sitting
real laid back
with our resting faces.
Yes, real laid back,
and but we're all
just chill. Just chill. We're all real chill. Cross us though.
Yeah.
Cross us though.
You will get the opportunity to see, you know, that meme where it's like, which sister are you? You know, you got the one that's you know, over in the cut. That's just, you know,
chilling, watching, observing.
Then you got the one that's
every which way.
Then you got the one that's just gonna pull the gack and just be like done with it. Then you got the ones that, you know, so, you know, it's like we've got all of that rolled up into one, you know, and then you've got the ones that will sit back and just kind of be like, okay, y'all, let's think this thing through.
I'm not
that try to diffuse the situation.
I'm not that one.
And it's like, I'm that one that sits in the cut.
I'm that one that's probably going to be like, this is what we doing? Okay, let's do it. You know, but I've gotten better. I mean, I really think
you have.
I have, you know, settled down quite a bit. I'm not as quick to swing. Somebody's laughing at us. I am not as quick to swing. I have really calmed down quite a bit. Yeah. It's Rachel. Yes, I have truly mellowed out. I think from where I used to be, but I'm still that one. I'm still that one.
Yeah, now see, I'm still, I'll say it this way. I will still get out there, but I intentionally try to avoid conflicts because I'm stupid. And I know that. And it's hard to rein me in once you get
going
all the way out there.
Which for me, I try not to get riled up because, you know, I talk about some people, oh, they're all bark and no bite. I have no bark.
And see, and it's so funny because we used to be
the reverse.
Opposite. I was the one that would be like, just roll up. And we'll sort through the details later. And now, I guess because I've been like that so long, and everybody from my biological mother and father, when they passed on, that my godparents and my sisters, my brother, my husband, my boyfriends from the past, everybody's like, look, you can't just roll up and swing on somebody because something has happened. You can't just go straight to the violence. Because I was never an arguing type.
And I was the one who I wanted to talk it out. I wanted to diffuse it. We can argue about it, but I'm trying to avoid
physical confrontation.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid you and I going to jail. That's what it was. But as I got older, I really got to a point where I'm gonna let everybody else go, y'all can argue back and forth, y'all can do whatever. When I've had enough, because I'm not gonna sit there and mince words with you. And I posted a meme not too long ago, and I said, and this is me walking in my authenticity. I try to avoid conflict, not because I'm afraid of you, but because I know me. I am to a point in my life, I do not have time.
Your peace is for everything.
BS and shenanigans, right? I'm going to do whatever I have to do to protect my peace. Mm-hmm. I'm going to cut off whoever I have to cut off to protect my peace. So between all the external stuff I had going on, and then, in my job, the last 2 jobs that I had to, as always, also being included as a whole separate entity, but still an external factor, and my peace being blown completely to hell.
And then one of those jobs having a very significant contribution to, your physical well-being going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah. So,
so
at this point in time in my life, my peace is everything. Mm-hmm. My peace is everything. There are people who are, you need to call so-and-so. For what? Well, I ain't seen you in a long time, and it'll probably be another long time before you see me. And it's not that
you're living your life.
I am. I have my alien princess and my mountain and my sister around the corner. Every Sunday morning, I'm right here looking at her, drinking coffee. That's how I start my week.
And then you have the dinner with your other family.
I do.
Your other sister.
Yes, my other sister who's over here laughing at me. I'm gonna get you. And we do first Sundays. We have the family. We all come together. Sometimes that's not, but even that is working through into our peace. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we do that. We do that first Sundays. Mm-hmm. That's fun because we have all the young people, and the young people are invaded my house. I was at my house on Sunday evening. I went upstairs and didn't come back down.
That's how you do it.
It is. I love it. Mm-hmm. You can be down there with
all the crazy.
Send the mountain downstairs. You go downstairs with the children.
And I'm going to close my door.
I sure did. I curled up in that bed.
And enjoy my peace.
And I have the remote. When they got to laughing a little bit too much, I hit the volume on the... When I tell you it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. I was loving it. Absolutely. But walking in our authentic, I think there are times in our lives where we go through people pleasing phases.
Yeah.
And we get sometimes so caught up in the people pleasing that we're not living authentically for ourselves.
And D. Ross actually said that, and I was like, you know what?
Okay.
He said it a few days ago, but it was very relevant.
So I'm just going to read what she just passed over here to me. Please be patient with people who don't know how to explain their feelings. Many of them grew up in homes where no matter what they said or how they said it, they were never heard. Their inability to share is often a reflection of that past hurt. Again, patience, please. And Dee's statement was, this is so true. Growing up in survival mode for many keeps them in a place of distrust and isolation. What it also does is it puts you into that people
That's what made me think
pleasing.
about this.
Yeah, you go into that people pleasing mode, and that's part of the survival mode.
Mhm.
You go into that, what can I do to keep down, the drama, or what can I do to keep this person happy so they're not mad at me, so they're not fussing at me. And no, we're not going to talk about, yes, I have feelings, but no, I'm just going to shut them off and and keep them in the back because you don't really want to hear about that, and I don't want my feelings to upset you. And so then we live in we compartmentalize our lives. But when everything is in a compartment, then we are not being our most real. We are not being our most authentic, in being able to just be who we truly are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not until you can start to open those compartments where you can start to take away all of those walls and all of those, they talk about, oh, people, they put up all these brick walls to keep people out. No, sometimes they put them up to keep all their stuff in.
Right. Like peeling, and that's where, and I don't want us to delve into everything, because I know a lot of this will be hit tomorrow, but that's where therapy and counseling and, because you can be living in authenticity, but you can also be stunting yourself as far as how beautiful your life can truly be, because of you're holding on to those things that hurt or things that you have suppressed to the point that you don't even realize they've been suppressed until something major happens and you have this major major blow up. Like I've been very cognizant this week of my emotions and keeping myself in check as much as possible, because my mom's birthday is the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and not only is it my mother's birthday, but it is also like tomorrow is the 3rd. And that is my mom's best friend's birthday. But um, but it's also the day that we eulogized Aunt Virgie.
Yeah.
My surrogate um, mom, my dad's sister that passed away after um, my mom passed away, and then on the 4th she was buried, which is my mom's birthday. But then that's not it. My dad's baby sister actually passed away on the 4th.
Oh,
so I have been very intentional with keeping, because it's like all of this, and see, Aunt Virgie's birthday was just a few days ago.
Yeah.
So it's like I have been very intentional with not getting overly emotional or responding to stupidity based on what is really going on within me. And that's where you were talking about how, you have to kind of know yourself and govern yourself accordingly. You know, I I wanted, just total transparency. I wanted to let make my grandfather was a sailor and one of my uncles was a sailor. I wanted to make them very proud with my extensive vocabulary of adjectives, adverbs, and participle phrases. When that
Very
person
colorful
got
ones.
when they got stupid on my post, I really wanted to make them proud.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought about it and I was like, one, this person is hiding behind a fake profile. One.
Yes,
So
because that
why
profile was so fake.
so one, why am I gonna actually show my butt to with somebody that doesn't have the courage to reveal who they really are?
Mm-mm.
First thing. Second thing is, why am I gonna give you that much headspace and control over my mood? That's why the very next post was, I failed the test. And it was not that I actually failed it to the point that it was, the things that were said didn't need to be said, but it was like for a moment off the screen, I was ready to just go all in. And I did allow it to consume my mental space. But after, a few minutes of just kind of thinking about what I just said, yeah, it's like, why am I going to argue with somebody that can't even drop their nuts or their ovaries and come at me, head up as who you really are? And then to try to trigger me by trying to bring up my husband and then try to trigger me by commenting on your comment, to encourage and calm me down and things of that, so why would I bother with giving them that much energy? They weren't worth it.
Mm.
But I have those screenshots though, because the
You and me
IP
both.
look, because the IP address is a beautiful thing. Because you
It
cannot
is.
fake that.
That you cannot.
You can't fake your
That you
IP
cannot.
address or your device.
Remember that. Yeah, because I had that run right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but then again, that goes back to us when we talk about being authentic. Excuse me. I think for the longest time, I just tried to play sweet and nice. I've always been the one that's been about business. When other people, and so when other people are going through, I tend to step out in front of them. So, I handle the business of things.
And then I tend to step out in front of you.
So, so I will step out in front of them, and I'm gonna handle the business of things. And then this one, like she says, gonna step out in front of me. And then the princess is running around the both of us with
Whatever she can find at that
daggers
moment.
and whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball bats. But that goes back to us being who we are authentically. But I think that one of the things that I am very proud of is when you say that you understood that your emotions are raw right now and you governed yourself accordingly.
I had to.
And you recognize within yourself, okay, this could go left.
Well, see, I've
real
had
quick.
to do that at the shop, period, to this week because, when you have people that you work with that you know are dealing with their own stuff.
Yes.
And you know that they're young and they're dealing with their stuff and they don't have the same work ethic that you do. It's one of those, okay, well, young people are gonna try to get away with whatever they can get away with not doing because that's what kids do. I'm gonna push the envelope to do as much as I can while doing as little as I can. So, today a young lady wanted to she didn't really want to work in the shop area. She wanted to sit and just embroider. And I told her, I was like, no. Well, because, I'd had her start on a particular project. And when it was time to hit the shop, it was time to hit the shop to pull, to do whatever, to box up, whatever, to do whatever needed to be done on that screen print job. So, she was like, well, I said, I got the embroidery. You need to go to the shop. And it was like, and I had to catch myself and I had to go back to her later. And I did. And I told her, I said, if I came across really short, I apologize. I said, but certain things are not up for discussion when I tell you what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, but, being curt with you is not the way that I generally like to correspond. But when you try to come back and, because you don't want to do something, it wasn't a suggestion, it wasn't a request, it was, you need to go take care of this.
Let me tell you something. The word suggestion. As a mama, I finally said it. I had said I would never say it, but I finally said it. My mother would always say to me, and sometimes she still does, I suggest you do so and so ABCXYZ 1 2 3.
That tone lets you know it's not a suggestion.
It's not a suggestion. Though. It's not. It's not a suggestion. It's not a request. It's not a.
It's a. You need to do this.
Get your ass over there
and take care of this.
You need to do. Mm-hmm. That is her way of being polite about it.
Because she can be very curt.
But that is her. I suggest ABCXYZ element of P. You're like, okay, lady. But like I said, I think I have to applaud you. Just again, walking in your authenticity. But also, that goes back to last week in your accountability. Because you went back to her and you said, you know what? I apologize. Excuse me. I know I came across a little short.
Yeah.
I don't apologize for what I said.
Just the way
that I said it.
And I've heard that all my life. It's not what you say, Meecha. It's the way you said it.
So me being me being who I am, me being willing to be accountable, but standing in my authenticity, I keep my headphones on at work. I go to work, I do what I need to do, I keep my head down. I was told earlier this week that I will be given a staff starting in January.
I'm sorry.
Me too. And I just kind of like looked at my boss when he told me that, and I'm just like, and he says, I thought you'd be happy.
You don't understand. I don't want to people.
And I looked at him and I'm just like,
You all have been trying to put me in
I
this
don't,
position.
and and it's just like, and I really had to say to him, I said, I don't mean no harm. Don't think for me.
And that goes to our show about workplace PTSD,
PTSD.
and that is coming.
Ooh wee. I'm
Yeah.
like, but don't think for me. And he was just like, and what he said to me was, he appreciates how real I am. Real being authentic. He said, because somebody else would have just smiled and grinned and just played along with the conversation. Whereas I was just like, please don't think for me. Don't assume
That this is what I
that that's
want.
what I want. And, and he said to me, well, this is, where I am, the particular position that you're in. This is where I am angling it to be. This is what will be required of you.
And this is why you need this staff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, once he said it that way, I mean,
still don't want to people.
No, they're going to keep earphones on. But, I mean, it was one of those, and, and I had to appreciate that. And he said that he appreciated the fact that, he goes, that's one of the things that I love about you is that you're so real about it. Like, you just don't. And I said, that's because I've spent so many years trying to keep everybody else happy
while staying
and
sick.
wearing myself down. So I'm not going to play along anymore. I don't play along with nobody. I don't play along with anybody. Like, we were at an event over the weekend, and I'm big on energy. I'm very sensitive to energy. And within the people that were there, there were two people, their energies clashed. But the one person, the energy was so off-putting that I refused to be around them. So,
and that's saying something.
I was inside. We were all inside. Then they went outside, and I stayed inside. And then I went outside, because of course I met someone else outside, trying not to be rude or whatever. And I would go for as long as my spirit allowed it. And then I would leave, and just went back and forth. But, finally, again, just in talking to my mountain and my little alien, I was like, listen, this person is exceeding the tolerance of my medication. And I took a double dose.
Ooh.
I can't even enjoy my cocktail.
Oh.
This person's energy. I can't even enjoy my cocktail.
Did the mountain make the cocktail?
The mountain made the cocktail.
Oh, yeah, they were. Yeah.
So Mr. Mountain makes cocktails where you can't taste the alcohol. And it might be pure alcohol and you don't taste the alcohol. I don't even know how he does that one. I've been
watching.
I've been to the bar for years. But if you can take 5 alcohols and blend them together in such a way that you don't taste any alcohol, that's an issue because you ain't had nothing to mix it with. It was just all straight alcohol. He scares me sometimes.
But we digress.
Anyway, so but yeah, I could not, like, literally, I did not finish my cocktail.
Such a shame.
Because that person's energy really just
so toxic.
And I said, to the hostess, I was like, you need to get them up at your house. That person don't need to be here. That person. I mean, they were a +1 of a guest, but I was like, that person needs to go.
Energy vampire, and then some,
and then some. And I was just like, yeah, no, I gotta go. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I love you. I gotta go. I cannot. I will not. There's some bullshit. But And when I told the hostess, she goes, I appreciated that you said that. She goes, because others have felt it without knowing what they were feeling. They were just, everybody was just kind of off put by this person. And I was just like, I ain't gonna tell you wrong. And I ain't gonna tell you nothing true. This is what I feel. And I need that person to stay away from me.
That would be a wise decision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truly. Because
If they're putting they're putting you in a position of being uncomfortable,
yeah,
it's best that they stay in a different space, or as much as humanly possible.
of course. Because I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not.
Because the interaction
Mm-mm.
is not going to be very positive,
Mm-mm.
and you don't want to disturb the vibe of
Everyone else.
of everybody
Yeah.
else.
And I'm just like, you know what, this is not.
So I need to go ahead and break wild,
Because I cannot.
because I will not disrupt the peace of your home.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, see, and in so doing, you brought up yet another component of authenticity. Because a lot of times we don't want to offend people when we go to their homes, or we go to their events.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we'll be there, we'll be uncomfortable, we'll be like, I just really don't want to be here at this crap, and it's not that the event is crap, but it's just like everything in you is conflicted with even being there.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of just saying, no, that's just not my vibe right now, or I am not in the emotional or mental headspace to do that right now. Um, but it's like your energy is off putting
Mm-hmm.
at that point, because everybody feels and can 9 times out of 10 see that you don't really want to be there in the first place.
Yes, my face does not hide nothing. And I've gotten to a point where I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. But see, it's like, if you let people know, just straight up, look, because we always say it's okay not to be okay.
It is.
So if you're not okay, don't try to make yourself be okay. Don't try to medicate or drink yourself into being okay, because you're actually making the situation
so much worse. So much worse.
So it's just like, it's better to just be straight with people and say, look, I'm having a bad day. Because see, this morning, and that's why I went and apologized to the young lady, because this morning, on Facebook, how they have the memories and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of times I'll just, share a couple memories here and there. And one of the memories was at my aunt's wake, where my family, because when we come together, we sing and we do all of that kind of stuff.
Y'all, let me tell you, you have not been to, when the Brand Clan gets together, honey, I thought we was going to a funeral. We was having we had a whole revival up in there. You
Mardi, look, walk into Mardi Gras.
I was like, what is really, is that had a whole brass section. They play instruments too. And they're not just a singing. Notice I did not say they sing. They are a singing bunch of folk. But then they also play instruments. They had a whole brass section. They had folks on all different kinds of keyboards. Folks was up there directing choirs and singing and carrying. And I'm like, the hell, I ain't never been to this kind of funeral. Even the kid, who does not, she's not going nowhere near nobody's funeral, especially in nobody's church. She ain't going. She was like, oh,
we're in the right place. When you told me that, I laughed.
She did.
so
She was
hard.
like,
Because when you all walked in, it was right before, right during the part where they was getting ready to close the casket. So the horns and all of that was going.
It was going, and the princess is looking around like
that Creole look kind of was like, hold up, am I home or where what's going on?
And she could not figure out. She was like, for the life of her, she could not figure out like why did she goes, Mom, it touched something in me. It was kind of weird. I wasn't sure what was going on. I was like, honey, that's your roots. That's your roots. It was saying you home. But I'm gonna tell y'all, there ain't nothing like a brand celebration. I don't care if it's supposed to be a funeral. I don't care what it's supposed to be. It's a brand celebration.
Yeah.
It don't matter who did what, why, when. It's a celebration. When they get together, they was at the restaurant holding a concert. That's when you talk about being authentic. That's when you talk about being real. They didn't care where they were. They was having a whole concert at the damn restaurant. I'm like, ooh. And I mean, and you know how like what was it, Oprah Winfrey when she had the Legends thing and they was passing the mic around?
Yeah.
These folks was passing the mic. It wasn't even a mic. I mean, that was just,
that's just what we do.
Yeah, just whipping back and forth. Gonna give yourself whiplash trying to watch. Man, let me tell you, ain't nothing like a brand celebration, honey.
Yeah, we don't do dead.
No.
When we come together, we don't do dead.
Not at all.
Excuse the pun, but
not at all.
It's like,
they said it was a celebration of life, and it definitely was. Because, like, you was like, oh, we had a concert.
But I would never forget when you turned around and said that baby girl was like, are we in the
right place? I was like,
yeah.
That's D right there. There's G over there. She said, I thought she said this was a funeral. It is. She goes, are you sure?
Because, most people's funerals are very quiet and stoic. Right.
No, honey. She was like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. You got on the black dress. I got on the black dress. I'm sure. She was like, okay. Like, I don't think you know what you're talking about, Mama. But she was just like,
there's the body up there. Look, there's
and she could see the casket. So it was like, it wasn't like,
casket, flowers, the whole
nine. And she was just like,
family tamarines going, the horns going.
Folks just walking up, smiling, laughing, all the percussions and all that. Yeah. When I tell you, it was a concert, honey.
I enjoy it when our family get together, and we're just like any other family. We have our dispositions. They just have to be
very musical. Oh yeah,
we have our dispositions, but we do love each other. I just tell people all the time, just and I have certain family members that just like any other family, we don't see eye to eye. And I tell everybody, if I close my eyes before some of you all, keep the same energy. If we don't like each other, don't like me and try to make me a saint just because I'm no longer sucking air. Keep it real. Don't let them know. Don't let anybody get up there lying. It's like, look, she would cuss your butt, slap out.
We were so close. She ain't like you.
Right. And you knew it.
So this is why we're gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be real.
We might have to do an invitation on the funeral
for both of us. Because if it's me, you and the princess be like, y'all, she ain't like none of y'all. She ain't like you. I don't even know how you found out about it. You need to go on and hit the bricks. And if it's you, then I'm be sitting there going, just sit on down, honey, because no.
If you are not on the program to say anything, do not get up.
If your name ain't on this program,
don't get up.
Don't. Because I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to sit right here on the front row and I'm going to look at you and I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah, because it's going to take you sitting next to G. It's going to happen.
I'm going to be between.
If I go before he does, it's going to take you sitting next to him.
Baby girl gonna be on one side, and then G,
Mm-hmm.
and then me.
Mm-hmm.
TJ gonna be on this side,
Mm-hmm.
and then Darwin probably gonna be out on the other side of baby girl because
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have a whole chain.
Mm-hmm.
But better not nobody get up there.
Or he'll probably be on the other side of TJ, holding him down.
Yeah,
Not, not holding him down literally,
but
but
yeah.
just, supporting him in that regard. Yeah. So yeah.
Mm,
Or look, but he already know he gonna have to do what he does. He gonna have to either pull the sax out or he gonna have to pull the bass out. One of the two.
that is a talented man.
He is. He plays so many. Well, but that's the crazy part about my family.
A lot of y'all are like that.
We play multiple instruments. Most of us, those who play instruments, play multiple instruments. And
some of the ones who don't play instruments at all, they got this one right here, and it's an instrument all by itself.
And then but we have those that are willing, but they are just not gifted in that area. Oh. So they are our. They are our cheerleaders, and they are our support system. We do have some that just are not gifted in that area, but they are the ones that tend to. And as crazy as it may sound, they're the ones that kind of keep things going and keep, because every family have those people that seems like everybody gravitates toward and everybody gets along with. And those are the peacemakers and the ones that, like I said, that kind of keep things flowing.
Yeah.
And, so some of the ones that really don't sing, they've got music in them because their children are musically inclined, but they tend to be the ones that handle a lot of the administrative stuff within our family. Like when things come together or something happens, they're the points of contact to make sure, okay, everybody is aware of XYZ ABC. Mm-hmm. So we all have our role. Mm-hmm. I just say all the time, just like that meme I put up, it's like between you and my girl Tosh, it's like, what are y'all just gonna have to get my phone when I roll over and say, after the fact, the funeral is over and I'm in the ground, thank y'all for coming. Just send the message out. Appreciate y'all. And those of you that I didn't like, thank you for not coming.
And for those of you who got that sat down.
Because don't make me tap on the top of the, hey, now I don't like them.
Good damn so well. Go on about your business. Go on.
I about to say, don't make my spirit come snatch the mic. Let me rest. Don't have my spirit come. Have my soul coming back, snatching the mic off.
Give it. Go on, sit down. Go on, sit down. Right. Go on, sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Right. And see, and that's where that authenticity comes in, because it's like, we never know who, what, when, where, how things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
And so it's good to have those people in your life that truly know who you deal with, who you don't, know your requests, medically, knows your history, all of that, because like my husband, he is aware of all of my requests. But my sister is too. If don't put me on life support if it's not going to just allow my heart to rest. If it's just gonna just extend things and nothing is going to improve, or if you're putting me on there temporarily because organs are going to be available for someone else, now then it's like, okay. But if I am for real gone, don't just let my body lie there and decay. Look, go ahead. Let the heart stop. Let the grieving process begin, because the sooner that's just like when mom passed away. She's like, don't have me laying out for no 2 weeks. So within a week, I had mom's funeral. And we already basically had everything in place. It was just more or less a matter of, now is the time to implement
Right.
things that were already in place.
Right.
And so things were smooth. I didn't like her pastor, but that's who she wanted to do the eulogy. So when the time came, he and I sat down and we had a nice conversation. And I told him, I was like, look, I don't like you. I know you don't like me. So we're not going to pretend. Get up there, say your Easter speech, and sit down. I don't want all of that long drawn out, where I said I need your, and I just told him straight up, because the guy that was pastoring the church after Dad passed away. He was one of those types that would say all these long drawn out words and that nobody understood. And I just told him straight up, look, speak so the people can understand
what
you.
you're saying. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't. Once I'm gone, I'm gone. I don't want nobody looking at me, poking at me, prodding me, trying to stuff my dead body into whatever outfit. Take a picture of me before I die, have a memorial service, spread my ashes across the water, and be done.
And let my soul be at peace.
And be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to tell you, those who have gone before, I personally am not going to a cemetery. I am very energy, spiritually sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Cemeteries, doggone near, drive me insane.
Mm-hmm.
Cemeteries drain me. Cemeteries, can't do it. Won't do it. So, unless you specifically ask to go into a cemetery, I will go. I will do everything up until the point of the interment.
Mm-hmm.
So, somebody else has to handle it from that part.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else would have to handle it from that part.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, I can do everything up to the interment.
Yeah.
And my miss just Muslim, so we ain't got to do all that.
Right. Right. So, but yeah, I just I'm gonna, because it's been an hour, and we said we were gonna be on here about 20 minutes.
Say what's gonna keep it short. We got to talking.
Mm-hmm.
Same as we always do.
Talking about this thing called life.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all tomorrow.
It's gonna be hype.
Tomorrow.
It's gonna be hype. That's all I can say.
Y'all come prepared to laugh, to cry, to laugh some more. But to know these women in their authenticity, these women as their authentic selves. Because it's going to be, none of it is scripted, rehearsed. Unless they are tuned in tonight, they don't even know what we're talking about. They just know that we're gonna broadcast.
Well, they know that we're talking about authenticity.
Being authentic. Yeah,
they know that part, but that's all they know.
So we shall see. It's gonna be a good one.
They asked her the key to her happiness, and she said,
"I unfollow people in real life." And I do.
Yeah, we do.
I love that look on you.
I was actually thinking about going back to it. I kind of like
y'all can't see the picture, but we had it's too bright. It tilted forward a little bit. So My sister she was rocking the gray, the
Uh-huh.
silver, because it wasn't even gray, it was silver. It was beautiful on her.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
I know you did.
I liked it.
I love the
This
hair. I
was
love
my
the length.
stylist.
I love the hair. I love the length on that one.
Yeah, I like it too because it wasn't,
Yeah.
and it wasn't very heavy.
Mm-mm.
That's what I loved about it. I think that, yeah.
That's what we're gonna do next time.
So it looked like because we're talking about changing things up.
Yes. So for now, we want to say good night, everyone.
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm
just
looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm just gonna tell you.
Well, I'm looking forward to the fellowship and just having everybody back together in one space.
Yes.
Because it's been so long since we've all been together.
Yes. Well, at least the majority of us will be there.
Right. I don't know if the crazy lady's gonna make it. She's about to become a grandma again.
Which one? Because we all crazy in our own right.
But I don't just be like, listen, crazy lady.
Oh, my wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only
That's
an
insider.
Inside joke.
That's
it's an inside joke.
Yeah.
It's not. She ain't really got a wife. It's a whole inside joke. Yeah. Crazy lady is about to become a grandma again. This one's very special. This one's very special to her. Very, very special. She keep hollering about she's about to hop on a plane. Sisters, how y'all feel? Brothers, y'all all right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ooh, what kind of? Ooh. Lord, let me stop looking at her phone. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow, what, about 7:15?
About 7:15. 7:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
We're going to let everybody get in and get situated and sit down and get their drink in hand.
And then we're going to turn up in conversation.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because I really want to see. And then tomorrow we'll actually address.
We are going to miss you, boo. It's her husband man's birthday.
Happy birthday early.
So yeah, that's one of our sisters. That is now she is one. We're gonna have to get her on here. Yeah. We're gonna have to get her on here because that we owe her a segment. She owes us a segment. Let's put it that way.
Well, we'll put it like this. The baby decided that
we weren't gonna do that segment.
No, the baby, the baby was like, I don't me and mama not gonna she's so see, I told y'all we all crazy. But
that was when the baby was just like, me and mama ain't gonna make it.
We're not gonna make it
that last segment. She was like, we're not gonna make it
today. Mm-hmm. And then she decided that she was gonna do her own thing and say, hi
mama.
It's like she made mama chill on that day, and then it wasn't long after she showed up.
It sure was not.
She showed up.
It sure was not.
So
but yes, now you want to talk about somebody walking and talking in their authenticity.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And calling folk on in being accountable.
And see, she's one of the ones where we talk about having the people that are from one end of the spectrum to the other. It's like she brings that balance of that professional woman.
She says she still reckon have it.
Look, but when we're in our safe spaces, we can, we talked about, she said, but she's so cute with it.
So adorable.
She's so cute with it. But see, the blessed part is you got the big girl to help, because see, she was just the incubator. That baby belongs to her big sister. Mama was just the incubator.
Yeah.
Mama was the incubator for that one.
It's just like, this my baby.
Yes, because she is definitely
Took over from the beginning. This is my baby.
From day one. From day one. But yeah, Roz is actually, I have so much respect.
Absolutely.
For Roz. And it's not because of her profession, but it's because in addition to being a corporate American professional, she's an entrepreneur, she's mom, she is companion. Yeah. She kind of reminds me of a younger Cassandra. Because Cassandra, she reminds me of the epitome of professionalism.
Both of them, yeah.
But don't try me, because you will catch these hands. Look, especially, look, even after I just got them done, I give you these paws. Mm-hmm. But she is the consummate professional. She is. And I love that about Roz.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
I love. Yes, I need to come on because I have a lot to
say. She got a lot to talk about. Come on.
Well, come on, girl. Just let us know which topic we're going to start with, and then we'll pick up from there.
Absolutely.
Because, we still have to do.
She said I'm blushing.
Yeah, we still have to do that segment on all the crap she went through after she had the baby. I haven't forgotten. I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten. Because, people need to be aware of how to be their own advocate. And had she been...
She said, yup.
People need to know how to be their own advocate.
Absolutely.
Because so many turn around and just get run over because, one, they don't know. Two, they don't understand. And it's like, and how I'm gracefully stepping off this glass cliff. Of course, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
When I say
transitioning from, corporate America into full entrepreneurship, that's a step of faith that, just like Shantae. Shantae had been a hairstylist from day one.
Yes.
But when she
20
said,
some odd years.
Right. But when she stepped away from behind that chair, it was like her whole life has completely changed
and took off. And now we can truly say she's
walking in her purpose.
She's walking in her purpose, but we can truly say now she is a world renowned artist.
Right. Because we got our little world traveler right now.
Yes. Because she'll send you.
Because I have something that I need her to put together, but because we need to talk.
That's what says she'll send you wherever you need to go.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy part is, I just need what I need done. For me, it'll be local, but for others, it'll be them coming to experience what it is. And I'll hit you up, Roz, because it was like it just dropped in my spirit. And it'll also be something that she can kind of capitalize on from that moment forward.
Okay.
It's something that I really, really, really want to do. But
she said, okay.
It's something, and I'm gonna be reaching out because I need that done. But we're gonna jump off but I tell you what, Roz, you know how it is when the girls get together. So if you and your honey get finished, doing whatever y'all doing, and you just want to jump on while we're live and just give input and, what have you, just do you know how we do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all good.
And we'll be there with the sisters and the wine. So.
Yeah. So we need to go ahead and schedule your segment, the first one. of
Yes.
whatever the topic is going to be.
Whatever she decides that she wants to do it on. Because she's gonna be a series all by herself.
Yeah, because we've got several different topics that we still have to hit with her.
Absolutely. But yeah, that workplace PTSD.
That's one.
That's another one right there. So you just some of the stories that she is told. Yeah. Yeah.
All right then, but we love you. We love all of you guys, but we, Roz, we're saying specifically to you that we love you and thank you for chiming in. We know others tuned in.
Yes.
But you chimed in. So we appreciate that and we love you and we will see you all tomorrow night on Life with Key and D. And the sisters. Have a great night, everybody. Okay. See you later. We'll talk soon. In just a few minutes.
Okay.